Hey guys, New Hampshire Prepper here again. Making another video about vehicle storage. This is part 2. I have 2 vehicles, 2 trucks. One's bigger than the other. As you saw in my previous video, I used a large container that used to be food grade with Greek olives. This week at the Army Navy store, I picked up these tubes. You can see 10 bucks for this tube, and should fit some small preps, keep in your vehicle. I just went to get everything set up and pull my gear bug out bag out. Well, lo and behold, critters got to it. Just had some survival bars in there. They seem to have found it. You can see they made a couple attempts, the latter being successful. So I just updated this bag about a month ago, added some stuff to it, cycled out my food, so apparently they smelled the fresh stuff in there. Now this is packed away in the back of a Honda Ridgeline, and anybody that knows the Honda Ridgelines, there's a trunk in the back. So what concerns me more is they were able to get into the trunk. Small critter, probably chewed its way through something. But anyway, so I've been forced to kind of rethink it. So some of the stuff I'll show you how it fits in the tube. I'm not going to use all of it in there, obviously. But I just wanted to show you how this container would be very useful if you have limited space. So here we go. So what I'd like to start with is, I like to keep extra socks in my bug out bag, and they fit very easily in there. I also like to keep a small knife, just in case. I will let you know that I travel into a territory that, from New Hampshire, is not very friendly. We cross over the border into Massachusetts on a daily basis. I work there, so I have no choice. So large weapons or guns, should I get pulled over, would not be a good idea. And I like to keep things that, if I have to go out on foot or if I have to pull over, I'm not going to draw attention to myself. Having a large knife like the one you see here might not be a good idea, because the police will detain you. That would not be good. So I keep some essentials. Compass. These are emergency rescue blankets. They are intact. You have to be careful when you buy these, as someone once told me. You buy them on Amazon. They come in a large pack and they're fairly cheap. I like to keep a few with me, but what happens is the Mylar starts to flake after a while, so these you have to check regularly and make sure they're not outdated, especially when you first buy them. So we'll just put that in there. Keep the spoon. These things are great, and they're relatively inexpensive. An Eaton tool, they get the wrenches at the top, bottle opener, and a spork. Can't go wrong with that, right? It's right in there. And of course, in my bug out bag, I always keep matches and petroleum jelly. Not for what you think. This actually is a fire accelerant. And I kept a bag of cotton balls, which the little rodent also got into. So I also like to keep a flashlight as well as other means of low light. You can see these are cheap enough at the Army Navy store, made in Taiwan. And these I do check regularly as well. But you'll notice that this has the green filter on it. Another one with a red filter. It just keeps the light down, keeps you non-visible from great distances. So put that in there as well. So a couple matches, and again, fire starters. And these are actually gloves I also got online. They come in a bulk pack. They're great for first aid kits if you have to divvy them up. I think I got about 20 in a pack. You can also buy a box of gloves, cheap enough, from any online medical supplier, or again, my favorite, Amazon Prime. Can't go wrong with Amazon Prime. And these are the food stores, just the snacks that I keep you going. High protein from Datrix, again, Amazon Prime. I'm going to cycle these out because the Misa's got a hold of them, and we don't want to put tainted food back in. Just like to be careful, stay clean, germ-free. And then I like to keep a few pairs of socks, so that will go in there as well. And then we would just put the cover on and stash it away. Now, will the critters be able to get into this? It's pretty hard plastic. As you know, it's a storage, or may not know, it was a storage container for munitions. Our area has a army supply store, and they're got a few in there, so I grabbed 3 of them, and we'll be making good use out of them. So that's it for this video. Please like the video, and again, something to keep in mind, keep checking on your stores. Your bug out bags are not invincible from nature. It's a good lesson learned. And again, this was only 30 days old. Last time I checked, this was a month ago. I took my gear out, washed it, put it back in, restocked some stuff. So there you go, folks. Stay prepared. It's important. Take care.